Hello, today we are going to make one of my favorite little snacks, which is halibut spread. The few things you'll need for it is some halibut. I'm unfortunately had to go to Costco to get my halibut. That's okay. Things you'll need is some mayonnaise, some pickles. I don't have any fresh lemons, so lemon juice, salt, dill, and some garlic, and also some onions. I forgot to bring out some onions, but you also need some onions. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I get my baking sheet, which is, depending on what size of halibut you have, I just have my normal 15 by 10 cookie sheet, and I normally like to line it with some tin foil. I crunch up the tin foil a little bit, so it makes it have just a nice little bed on there, not completely fat. Like so. Grab your halibut. Stick it in the middle. Wash your hands really quick. Okay, we got our halibut on there. First, I like to start off with the lemon juice. If you have lemons, you can freeze some fresh lemon on there. I do not, so we just pour a little bit on there. Then we're going to use a little bit of garlic powder. Sprinkle that on there. I like garlic a lot. I think everybody in my family does as well. And some dill weed. And one thing I forgot is onions, so let me grab them. Do both chopped onions, which are dried, and I also use fresh in this recipe, so I will be using both. Alright, our oven was already preheated at 350, so we're going to go ahead, put this in the oven, leave it about 10 minutes, and then I kind of double check it at 10 minutes. Fish cooks up really quick, so you want to go ahead and check it around 10 minutes. It should be able to flake right off. I'll show you that when we think it's done, and this is ready to go. So while your fish is in the oven, go ahead and chop up about a half an onion, fresh onion, small pieces. I like the small pieces because you don't get a huge bite of onion when you go into the dip. And then your sweet pickles. I'd say about 5 of them. Dice them up really small. So while that's in there cooking, go ahead and start prepping for the dip itself. And the timer just went off for 10 minutes, but just looking at it, I can already tell that it still needs maybe another 5 more minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there. I still see quite a bit of pink down the middle, so I know that it needs to go for a little bit longer. So we'll put another 5-8 minutes on there and it should be good to go. So it has been in there for a total of about 25 minutes. This is about 2 pounds of halibut, and it's pretty thick, so it took about 25 minutes. What you want to make sure that it does is it flakes off. Ooh, touch the side there. And it's flaky. So once you see it's flaking, that means it is done. So we are going to now put it into the bowl. You need a large bowl. Easier with a spatula. Alright. Now what you want to do is go ahead and just kind of break it apart, shredding it into smaller and smaller pieces. Alright, I'm going to let this cool down for a minute and then come back to it in about 5 minutes once it cools down, and then we'll start the rest of the process. So now that this is cooled off, we're going to go ahead and make the rest of the stuff for the spread, or add the rest of the stuff for the spread. I had 6 sweet pickles diced up, and as you can see, it's about just diced, not anything special. So add that in there. And then I had half an onion, fresh onion, diced up. Add that. And now I'm going to add mayonnaise. Okay, so on this part, I normally don't ever measure anything out. So I'm going to estimate on the mayonnaise how much I use. So you will be using about anywhere from half a cup to a cup. I have 2 pounds, which is a pretty good amount of halibut, so I'm thinking we'll probably end up using about maybe half to 3/4. So I got my little spoon, about a 1/4 cup, and about a half a cup. Give it a good stir. So that looks right about right. So that was about a half a cup. Alright. Put our tomato away. Alright, and again, I don't measure, so I normally just add it in there until my heart desires, but since you guys might not know where to go, we'll go ahead and measure. So I'm guessing about a teaspoon is what I'll be using of garlic. So a teaspoon of garlic. Yeah, that looks about right. About another teaspoon of salt. Maybe half. Maybe we only need about a half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna say a half a teaspoon of salt. And then a teaspoon of dill. That looks about right. Give it another good stir. And of course, you've got a quality sample once you stir it to see if you need to add anything more or if it is what you want. You can also add some pepper in here if you like. I don't ever add pepper to anything because I don't like pepper, but it's all preference. So grab a fork, let's take a little quality sample. Which that is pretty spot on for me. That tastes perfect. So, and our favorite way to enjoy the spread is on, of course, our favorite Sailor Boy Pilot Bread crackers, aka kakalak. Just put some on there. Nice bread, and enjoy. Here's our final product. Thank you for watching. I hope this works out well for you, and you can add or take away anything that you want to make it your own, but this is a good starter base for it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.